well beyond France. What could be the impact of these banks having their credit rating downgraded?
The impact now is that they are paying for the risk that they have taken. As long as Greece was quite a stable country after the downgrading of their rating last year, and the IMF plan has been put in place, they were generating massive revenue from this additional premium that Greece was paying because of their deficit and because of their risk. Now, this upside of the risk they benefited from as long as the situation was stable. But now that Moody's and other rating agencies are downgrading Greece's rating, they are paying the price for this bet that they have made. So the risk is for them to incur a loss.
Okay, so presumably then the risk and the impact of a credit rating being downgraded is very different from a bank to a country.
Yes, yes.
Okay, let's focus now on the credit ratings agencies. In a way, they perform a bit of a balancing act, because there is the risk that anything they say then becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Do you think that Greece, for example, deserved to have its credit rating downgraded to the level that it has?
No, because basically there is a complete decorrelation between what the Greek people are living through on an everyday basis and what a rating agency analyst discovers in a London desk or in New York or in whatever place. So there is a complete decorrelation between their theoretical assessment of Greeks' economic health and what people live through on an everyday basis. And that's why people in Greece are suffering from the situation, and that's why they are so angry at the situation, is that they think that now that the rating agency has claimed that the situation is bad in Greece, then of course it's going to be even worse tomorrow, because investors are going to reduce their trust and their confidence in the Greek economy, and eventually Greece is going to get worse. So as you said, it will be a self-realizing prophecy, a negative prophecy. And that's why we need to question the rating system as a whole, and not only this very decision that Moody's is taking pertaining to Greece. There is too much power on the side of this rating agency, and they shouldn't have like this power to influence economy.
Well, I suppose they have the power now. They have taken their decision. What will the impact be on Greece? Because we're seeing these protests on the streets. I mean, the situation is getting worse rather than better.
Yeah, there are two options. Option number one is that similar to what happens in other countries, Mediterranean countries, Arab countries, the people say we had enough of the system that we live in. It's not dictatorship, but it's economic dictatorship. So IMF decides for our country, and we have to follow, and we have to make every day more sacrifice. This is enough, and we are going to change the situation. In this case, we will have kind of a economic revolution, if you wish, on this side of the Mediterranean. And this can happen in other countries as well. Option number two, the government and the police and the IMF and national agencies are able to reassure people and give them incentive to calm down. And in this case, we go for another cycle, because more austerity is not going to fix the problem. Austerity reduces the opportunity for new business, for new growth, for economy to develop in the country. So it increases the leverage that debt has on this country. So it's not a long-term solution. It's just a short-term solution. But bank investor, and high finance is only interested in the short-term outcome.
Marwan Muhammad,
this is a very bad situation.
Very sorry. We're going to have to leave it there. Marwan Muhammad, consultant in valuation and risk analysis. Thank you very much for joining us.
You're welcome.